Hello, my name is Tanner May, and this is Draw My Life Part 2, After England. Traveling abroad has affected my life in more ways than I thought possible. It has fostered a sense of self-assurance and has made me question my future and present place in this world for the better. This experience started off as an overwhelming one. At first, I doubted if I could even make it through this experience. I have always felt insecure and like everyone else was more superior than me. During this trip, I doubted myself a lot, especially when it came to my intellectual aptitude and my ability to express myself as eloquently as my peers. This compounded with my feelings of being overwhelmed about being able to navigate myself in a new country where everyone else seemed to flourish. This made me look introspectively and made me analyze what I truly want in my future. I realized I could not continue to compare myself to my peers. Traveling abroad put into perspective how many people are in this world and how each one of us is different, and learning from those differences is how the world truly becomes a better place. I used to describe diversity as just embracing other people's uniqueness, but now I see it as so much more. Diversity is a profound and complex idea. I believe it is defined differently for each person, but for me, I believe that diversity is about encountering people from other cultures and learning lessons from those other cultures and integrating them into your everyday life, not just embracing what makes them different. I believe learning and diversity go hand in hand. If you learn about different cultures, spread that learning to other people so they can learn about other cultures through you and spread diversity. I believe the concept of diversity differs greatly in the cultures between the UK and the US. In the UK, they have a greater acceptance of diversity, especially in regards to religion. In the UK, religion no longer plays a huge role in politics, unlike its role in the forefront of US politics, which I believe has led the people in the UK to be much more united than in America. This division is best seen in the legislation between the two countries. The UK has laws which are in effect in every part of its realm, unlike in the US, which, for example, has gay marriage bans in some states and legal marriages in others. The UK is also much more socially and environmentally progressive than the United States. For example, in the UK, you can use public transport to travel all over the country, unlike that in the US. I believe it was this ethnographic analysis and being made to consciously compare the differences between these two countries which made this experience an international one. I believe that having an intercultural experience means immersing yourself into a place that has a mix of different cultures and learning how these cultures interact. I had this experience in Bradford, England, and saw how religions can coexist in a way I never thought possible. They chose to focus on their own mission instead of trying to diminish the importance of the other religions. This experience has left a lasting effect on me. I believe I can now look upon myself as an international citizen. I used to go through life with tunnel vision and only seeing what was directly in front of me. But now I begin to question what my place will look like in this world, and I have decided not to be overwhelmed with the possibilities, but instead to look outside to see what's available. As William Shedd once said, "A ship is safe in the harbor, but that's not what ships are for." I've decided to integrate this quote into my life. This trip has made me decide to shed the absolute terror of feeling in fear and to be a failure, and to search for what makes me unique. I may be the next US president, a doctor, or even a rock star. I've decided to search for what makes me unique and to no longer be afraid to share that uniqueness with the world.